Does a normal real estate transaction look like from the very beginning? We schedule a call or a meeting and we get together and we discuss everything that matters about what they need, what they want, what they desire, their financing. I learn about their families and their story. Usually it's a 2 or 3 hour meeting. We develop a plan to start looking at homes together. Usually there's a group chat with husband, wife, or partners, whatever it is. I'll generally try to identify a property we can just go look at to break the ice. We refine the list over time as we discuss and I understand what they're looking for more. Usually 3, 4, 5 properties we'll look at, then we really start honing. Many times the plan changes because the information changes, and I always tell people a good plan is a flexible plan. There's a lot of education and real conversation concerning the actual process we're getting ready to go through when it comes time to write an offer. We have to talk strategies, and depending on what they really want and depending on the property, we identify the best strategy to move forward. Keep in mind that this whole time I'm juggling between personalities. Usually the two partners have different desires, wants, priorities. Not always, but it's not very often people agree on everything. It doesn't happen. So I have to navigate between, okay, who's the main decision maker here? So it's sometimes therapy sessions, sometimes people get in arguments. It can go on like that for a long time. Not always, but it does. I have to remind people that we have to keep the main thing, not get sidetracked on the next shiny object, or we want to buy the couch, all that kind of thing. And everybody has their own ideas too about the market. What's going on in the market? Is it crashing? Is it a buyer's market? Is it a seller's market? We might be into this thing a week. We might be into it a month. I've had clients up to 5 years before they actually bought a home. And keep in mind this whole time that we're doing this, I'm not getting paid. There's no guarantees they'll even buy a home. And until we actually get into a real offer, I don't even know how things are going to proceed going through the whole process. Let's say we submit an offer and it gets accepted, and it's that easy. Not likely, but let's say it does. Now we have to get into the inspections that we need to do, and then we need to navigate that whole process, which could be scary for a lot of people when they realize the house they're buying has a lot of issues. All homes do. It's the roof, it's electrical, it's rodents, mold, radon, all these things we have to know and understand clearly to move forward in the safest, best manner for the client. If the clients have had previous experiences that went good, bad, or ugly, I have to also navigate moving forward with me as their broker and my style, and build that trust along the way. That can be hard. Sometimes people want more control. I'm trying to advise them, keep them safe, and also applying my experience to make sure that everybody is going to be safe in the transaction and ultimately that they get the house that they want. So let's assume that we get through the inspection period and we're moving forward. And let's say they're financing as well. So now we have to make sure that the appraisal comes back correctly, and all the disclosures and everything are explained, gone over, and I'm communicating with the other people that are involved in the transaction, like the lady that's selling their house in California or wherever. Got to make sure that that happens too, because maybe it was a contingent offer, and if that deal falls apart, then our deal falls apart, and all the time we spend is for nothing. That happens too. It's happened to me a few times this year. It will happen in the future. It's part of the deal, so it's something also we have to deal with. That's disappointing, but it happens. Moving toward closing, and let's just say everything's coming together along the way, and we get past the appraisal. Let's say there was a few things that were called out on the appraisal. I have to negotiate that. We have to get that approved. Maybe it's a new roof. Maybe it's another seller credit. We have to negotiate for the buyers. And if we can navigate all of that and continue to move toward the sale, the closing, we got to make sure that before we close, that the house is left in good condition. We have to do another inspection before we do a walkthrough. And then, of course, hey, hopefully we're at the closing table and we're starting to feel like, wow, we got this done. So now we're on closing day, and we are hoping that the house was cleaned right. Everything actually ended up the way we want it. And now we're past closing, and it's okay, I got to bring a gift, or hopefully spend some time with these people after closing. And not everybody wants to do that, but I usually try to make sure that we have a relationship and a friendship moving forward. I mean, it's really what happens after the closing is sometimes the most significant. one of the things in real estate is the relationship with the clients. I can't be everybody's best friend. I only have so much time in my life. Sometimes there's disappointment when I can't actually be everybody's best buddy. After we just spent every single day together on the phone, texting, calling, all times of the day for the last 3 weeks or a month or 2 months, it often feels like, wow, we're getting a divorce now. It's like I never feel that way, but oftentimes people want to just continue to have that friendship, and sometimes that's the best part of real estate. So let me ask you a question. Do you think that real estate agents are going to be out of business in the near future, considering AI is taking over everything? Or will people still want that hands-on help like I'm describing? What we really do in real estate is we do all of that care, we do all of that protecting, negotiating. Do you think my job is going to be threatened? I'd love to hear what you think about that. Or would you prefer to have me involved in the transaction with some of the things that I've just mentioned?